Hey everybody, it's John. I'm going to show you how to make barbecued ribs. Now that we're dealing with coronavirus and everything, so the reason I'm whispering right now is because it's almost 1 a.m. and people are asleep in the house, and I just decided to do it. What I'm doing is that I'm prepping my ribs first. I've already got them thawed out. There they are. I've already thawed them out and peeled that back membrane off the back right here. You just grab a paper towel and yank it, comes right off. I'm about to inject them. Some people say you shouldn't inject ribs, but I do. I inject ribs. Do whatever you want. I use melted butter, apple juice, salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne, and a little bit of garlic and onion powder. That's the way I do mine. I don't like my ribs to be too spicy. I like the Kansas City sweet and smoky a little bit better. In a minute, I'm going to rub them down with this rub. As you can see, barbecue. Once this, whatever was in here, I emptied it out and made my own. It's brown sugar, salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne, garlic powder, and a couple other things. I'm not all sure. But that's what I put in my rub. I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a moment. Oh, and I usually cover the ribs with mustard. I'm out of mustard, so I have some homemade cane sauce. Mayonnaise, ketchup, garlic powder, salt, pepper. That's about it. I've never used this cane sauce before, so, but can't go to the grocery store, and I'm out of the house, so I'm going to see what this cane sauce is like whenever we eat it tomorrow. But I'm about to rub them down, and you'll see that here in just a moment. Alright, I've already done one side of the ribs, the bottom side. You cover it in your, some people use oil. I use either olive oil or mustard. I don't have either one today, so I'm using this homemade cane sauce, which is mustard based. So, I don't know how good mayonnaise based. I'm not sure how good anything mayonnaise based is going to go on the smoker. But we'll find out tomorrow. Get it covered real good. What this does, this adds an extra layer of flavor to the ribs, and it also gives the rub something to stick to. Alright, here we go. Here's that rub that I showed you. Salt, pepper, brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, and maybe some cayenne. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Alright, that's that. I'm going to rub this on. I'm going to come back. The next thing you're going to see is me injecting this. Alright. This is the injector. Almost out of battery, so I have to make this quick. I'll do a few of them. I already have my injector loaded, and what you do, you find you a couple loose spots in between the ribs. Just inject it a little bit. You'll see the meat kind of lump up, kind of pop up. That's fine. That's what you're. Oops, I went all the way through on that one. You just want to get it so when it smokes, that butter, what I do, I keep this overnight in the fridge, and that butter kind of congeals up in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow in the smoker it'll start slowly melting with all that low heat and go through the meat. It makes it so tender and juicy, moist even. Yeah, it don't take much. But that's that. And I'm about to cut this bad boy off. Alright, the ribs have been injected with the butter, apple juice, salt, pepper, and spice mixture. That's what they look like. They're about to spend the night in the fridge. And we'll see you tomorrow morning when I take these bad boys out the fridge and get them smoking. All right, it's the next day. I've got some lump charcoal. I'm using B&B lump charcoal today. That's what it looks like. Put it in my little starter. That's a wadded up piece of newspaper at the bottom. I'm doing all this one-handed, so it might be kind of goofy. Let me try putting it right here. Alright, what that's doing, it's starting to burn. That's all that charcoal I just put in there. Lit it. Once that gets going real good, I'll dump it onto the I'll dump it out of the little chimney and into the little box, and we'll be good to start smoking. All right, got a nice fire going there. I'm doing this one-handed, y'all, so please forgive me. Got a nice fire, so I'm going to dump this just like that. And in a minute, I'm going to add some more coal to that. Then I'm going to put then I'll put the ribs on. I got my grates right there. It's a pan of water underneath just to catch the drippings. All right, I'm going to put some more coal and a couple pieces of firewood on that to smoke it here in a minute. All right, there's the ribs. Said I've never used that cane sauce before on them, so we'll see. It's got me kind of nervous. I dumped a little bit more coal in there. What I'm going to do to get some actual smoke, I use some charcoal, or not charcoal, but wood chunks. I'm using mesquite today because that's all I have. It's not what I really particularly care for pork, because it kind of makes it a little bit too spicy, but use is what you got. And plus we're in Louisiana, so it's supposed to be a little spicy. Anyway, right? I can just get, it don't take much of this stuff. And every now and then you come out here and put a little bit more wood on the fire. Alright, that should be good for now. And what I'm going to do is put the ribs on the grate right there. That's my drip pan underneath. It catches anything any juices that drip down, so I won't get on the grill and get all gross. All right, and there's our ribs on the grill. I always add a little more rub to it, just kind of shake it on. At this point, all that butter sat in the fridge overnight. All that butter that got injected with the apple juice last night is kind of solidified up. In a minute, it's gonna slowly melt. All right, hard part's over with. Now we wait, make sure I got plenty of air flowing through there. And that's that. I'll check on the fire every now and then, and gotta splash a little apple cider vinegar on here in a little bit. But that is it for now. Alright, it's been 2 hours, still smoking. I don't know if that's catching that or not, but it's hard to focus on here, but it's just over 250 degrees, which is right where I want to be. There's the ribs. That's them. Look good. Check the firebox. Oh, mercy. That's hot. Gonna add a little bit more coal and a little bit more wood to that. Get it going a little bit more. Alright, just added a little bit of coal to the firebox. Gotta add a little bit of wood. Like I said, this is mesquite wood. I don't particularly care for it for pork, but it's what I have. It makes it kind of spicy. That's that. That'll catch on fire here in a minute. Start smoking up again. Cook that meat. Now I hear a cat meowing. Hey, kitty cat. Hey. You want some ribs? Yeah? Yeah. Alright. They've been smoking for 3 hours. Time to check the internal temperature. We're looking for a temperature about 180 105 to 190. What you do is you find you a spot in between some bones, about 170 right there. So they're about 180. So they still got a little time to cook. Put that there. They look good though. Oh my gosh, that's hot. There's the firebox. I'm gonna add a little bit more coal and some more wood to that. Smoke it for about another half hour or so, see how it comes out. Alright, so I forgot to turn the camera on a while ago, but lately my method for finishing off the ribs has been to put them in the oven to try to get them up to temperature for the last, I don't know, hour or so that they cook, because they're going to take on as much smoke as they will outside after a few hours. No reason to waste all that fuel. Some people say you shouldn't do it this way. It's not the true way, but whatever. Okay, we're right at the magic temperature. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this is I want to open these up. It's going to be hot. Yeah. I want to open these ribs up. Whenever I wrapped them up in the foil, put a little bit more rub on them and about 4 or 5 pats of butter. Let them kind of braise in their own juices. Whew. Too bad you don't have smell-o-vision. That's them. Alright, this juices that came out, I'm going to mix that with my barbecue sauce that I made. I make a barbecue sauce out of molasses, ketchup, salt, pepper, vinegar, just a little bit of spice, apple juice, and tequila. I call it my margarita barbecue sauce. Then I put it in a blender and blend it. I'm going to take the juices that built up in here and put those in that barbecue sauce. I'm going to let these rest for a little bit. Let all the juices kind of go back to themselves and go back in the meat. Then I'm going to cut these up. It'll be time to eat. Alright, that's my margarita barbecue sauce. What I'm going to do is take these. I'm going to take that rendered off fat and butter. I'm actually going to blend it in with the barbecue sauce I already have. Let's see what I have to do with one hand. There's not much, but it sure is good. Can't do it with one hand, so I'll have to turn it off, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like afterwards. The moment of truth has occurred. Here is actually, there's the sauce, the newly blended sauce when it has that fat and stuff in it. Have not tasted these yet. I'm about to. That's them. My first mayonnaise-based ribs. Let's see how these bad boys are. Ah! It's hard to do with one hand. Okay. I'm just going to put these down. Put that down. And do it this way. Outstanding. Best ribs in town. Better than anything you'll get at a restaurant, at least around here anyway. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and make your own. And let's see some pictures. Good stuff. Adios.